my name is Regina Castillo. As you can tell from the title, I'm very excited to be sharing with all of you about what my presentation will be about today. So, with that being said, let's get started. You may or may have not seen probably these K-pop groups, or you probably think to yourself, well, what is K-pop anyways? K-pop is a music genre that originated from South Korea, and you probably may have heard a couple of K-pop songs, or probably heard it through a mutual friend, or probably during your out and about. And however, there's one specific K-pop group I want to talk about today. Their popularity has grown, and now they're being nominated at American Music Awards now, and they're being nominated at the Grammys yearly now. With that being said, the K-pop group I want to talk about today is BTS. Today I will present how BTS has changed the history of music, how the group is different compared to other boy bands, and also too I will be sharing their background and their rise to fame and their campaign and their political movement as well. And I want to share this journey with all of you, who they are as individuals and what they also do besides music. So, this is a little bit of who they are as individuals. So, starting on the left, this is RM, that is Jungkook, that is J-Hope, that is Jin, that is V, Jimin, and Suga. So, funny fact you should know about the age range about this. According to the Korean culture age range, that is technically not their actual age. This is their global age. When I say global age is their actual age in America and other countries, but in Korea, actually, they're technically 1 year older. So that's a little fun fact you should know about that. They're actually 1 year older already. So this is who they are. Next, I will be talking about their music background and how they started. So, when did BTS start in their historical moments? Well, according to WO News, BTS began in 2013 in their first debut album called Too Cool for School. And you're probably wondering, how did BTS become so popular in America, even though they're from Korea? Well, their first actual American music song was Dynamite back in 2020. And also too, they did a couple of songs in English and Korean at the same time. And their first actual American artist they collaborated with was with American singer Halsey back in 2019, their song called Boys with Love. And a little interesting fact, historical moment from last year, what BTS did was, they were actually the first Asian group to win Artist of the Year, meaning they outbid Taylor Swift, Drake, and The Weeknd at the American Music Awards of 2021. So a little bit of background again about their music and what they have done to become popular. So the next thing I want to talk about is how has BTS contributed to South Korea's economy? Well, according to National Public Radio, BTS's popularity has been an impact to South Korea's economy and has contributed over $5 billion. It has created jobs and partnerships to collaborate with them due to their popularity. It also has been an impact for tourism, the Korean language, and also to the food and brands and overall companies. As you can see, they have collaborated with Fila, McDonald's, and as you can see, Jungkook is having an ice cream with Baskin Robbins. And you're probably thinking, what is this little cartoon? Well, BTS has created their own cartoon called BT21, and their net worth is actually worth 1.2 million. So now you know a little bit about what they have done for their economy and what they have done, what they have cost due to the popularity, be able to, collaborate with other bigger companies as well. So next we'll be talking about is, what is the Love Myself campaign? Well, the Love Myself campaign began in 2017. It is a global campaign that is meant for children and teenagers who have been bullied and been cyberbullied as well, and victims of violence as well. Also, this campaign is also to be able to connect with other fans that are having trouble, be able to experience, violence and overall victims, and how they can be able to reach out to each other. And also too, a little fun fact you should know about this. BTS was the first Korean band to donate their funds for those who bought their albums previous will be donated 100% to four organizations such as Happy Me, Together with Kakao, Line Donation Sticker, and Kakao Given Donation Con. And donations of 3% of the income from the sales of physical copies of The Love Myself are technically going towards that as well. So now you know a little bit more about what their campaign has done and how it's been an accomplishment. And another interesting fact is, according to Rolling Stone magazine, they have reported that the Love Myself campaign has gained over $3.6 million, and they will be able to mention that it involved including their fans and also to people who are not involved also in the fan base overall of BTS, which has caused to get over 50 million tweets to talk about how this campaign has been an impact overall. So next, now that you're a little bit familiar with the campaign, I want to talk a little bit about how has BTS been a political movement and what they have done to be able to change certain policies. BTS's political movement. So starting on the left side, as you can see, they partner up with UNICEF. Back in 2017, the actual UNICEF and BTS collaborated with UNICEF about how they can be able to stretch out their campaign and what they can do to bring more self-awareness. So UNICEF and BTS have actually made an agreement back in 2017 for their tour Love Myself. They created a small little booth and campaign, and every single concert that they would go to, of any other fans they would go to, they would be able to get involved and be able to know about the awareness about what is the main purpose about overall about the campaign and how they can be able to be more informed, what can they do overall in the Love Myself campaign. So that's a little bit of background of what else they've done in UNICEF. Now, represented on the right side of the picture, in the middle right there, as you can see, that is the president of South Korea. And as you can see, they're all standing all together, and he's in the middle, the president. This is back in September of 2021. So what you're probably thinking to yourself, why again is BTS being invited to United Nations? Well, the United Nations invited the band over and actually wanted all of them to share about how they struggled with the COVID-19 pandemic impact. And they wanted to share also a little bit about how they'd be able to overcome and understand, there is a light, and be able to know that, there's going to be hard times and difficulties in the future, which has influenced their fans to know that better days are coming overall. And they also have encouraged to also, if they can, to be vaccinated. They mentioned also that all members have been vaccinated. And they said, if you get vaccinated and you think that this could be a better change, then you should make it, and it will help the generation to become better overall. And also too, they also addressed about how important it is to address climate change. J-Ho, for example, who is also involved in environmental ideas and everything, he also encouraged children and young fans to start being involved in climate change and what can they overall do to be able to save the environment and make the earth better and clean. Now, you're probably wondering in this picture, why is Jin right next to the military group? Well, as some of you may know about this, according to Billboard magazine in 2020, there was a new military law that passed from the South Korea governor called the Military Service Act. Due to Jin and other K-pop stars that were not be able to start ready to go to military, prior to 20 months before, because of Jin turning 30 years old in South Korea, he had to start getting ready to prepare 20 months before that. But due to the contract and conflicts of scheduling, he will not be able to join the military on time. And that is the reason why the South Korea governor passed that law, is because for Jin, other K-pop stars to be able to go once their contract is done, or overall, when is the right time to be able to join the military in Korea. So that's the military law that they passed overall. So I want to talk about how we learn about what we're going to talk about what we reflected about what BTS has done. So I want to go over a little bit about what we were informed and what we learned overall from this presentation. We've learned about how BTS has continued to conquer global, and also how their audience has been able to make an impact, and overall how has their campaign has helped their fans to be able to influence other people to be involved within the community and overall the new generation that is being upcoming. And also too, how their political movements and involvements have been able to change policies in their own country as well. So perhaps next time, maybe you hear a certain artist, or maybe you hear a group that is from K-pop and overall from Korea, you will know a little bit about how to be able to have the platform to change policies, and maybe also too how the popularity has continued to be overall an impact to overall the new generation and in our world today. I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation. Thank you.